Hello friends, welcome to my new video failures and success of Brie Larson. Brie Larson is currently playing Captain Marvel, which is already a huge success in Hollywood and especially for the Marvel Studios. Brie Larson is not a new face. Her role in the film Room and ended up grabbing the Academy Award for Best Actress for this performance. This was her first nomination for an Oscar. She also won the Golden Globe Award for her performance. Larson is a talented actress who has played many different roles. Clearly, Brie Larson is someone who is skilled at their craft and career, much like her character counterpart of Carol Danvers. She was so talented even in her childhood. When she was just 6 years old, she started training as an actress. At 6, she was admitted to the American Conservatory Theater in San Francisco. She was actually the youngest person to ever do so. And today here she is, breaking records already. While we see the success, she attributes her success to many failures and rejections. She says that she has been turned away from hundreds of auditions, particularly at the beginning of her career. While speaking to the Red Bulletin, she said that she has been to more auditions than she would like to admit. From the age of 7 to 15, she was auditioned a couple of times a day. And at almost 100% of them she was told no. And yet she stayed committed. Probably because she didn't know how to live without this job. But her success did not make everyone happy. Many who hate her recall her interview when she passed some remarks against white men. She considers herself a feminist. The trolls were flooding a lot of content over the internet that YouTube had to fight Brie Larson trolls by changing its search algorithm. If you searched Brie Larson on YouTube a couple of days ago, the top search results were calls for a boycott of Captain Marvel, and angry rants about Larson's involvement in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. With one small change, YouTube made all of that disappear. On her role in Captain Marvel, she thinks that playing Danvers in the new film has made her realize how far she has come. She says that her fear of success was that life would get too easy. Now that misconception makes her laugh because of course it's not easy. Life is always going to be complicated. There are always going to be hard spots. She also thinks that the tough stuff teaches you a lot about yourself. It's not until you're faced with something that scares or challenges you that your brain has to reorganize and go, how do I work with this? She can now tap into those moments of rejection and pain, and put them into a film. She feels grateful those things happened. She is still down to earth. She said, "I do sometimes wish there were more definable check marks to say what's good and what's not. Sometimes I yearn to be an athlete, because if you're a sprinter you have to run the fastest, and you know who's best. With my profession, it's more abstract, it's about what I'm feeling at a certain moment, what critics and the audience are feeling." She further said in an interview that I live in a process of trust that my creativity will find a way and I'll get another job. But she is scared of the unknown and uncertain how the film will be received. She said, "I'm also the type of person who, if something feels uncomfortable, wants to get closer to it. I'm always intrigued by things that seem unknown and dangerous. I feel it's important to try to experience as much as I can, that's my job." While Brie Larson was working for Captain Marvel, she was also connected to the Air Force. Brig. General Jeannie Leavitt, the first female fighter pilot in the Air Force, advised actress Brie Larson as the movie was being shot. In order to play the role authentically, Larson consulted with Leavitt and other female fighter pilots at Nellis Air Force Base near Las Vegas. Leavitt said in an article from the Department of Defense that she talked with a number of our female fighter pilots and wanted to get the details correct. "I really respected how seriously she took this role. Superheroes are powerful beings who can do things that the rest of us can't." While Brie Larson doesn't have super strength, the ability to fly, or time travel talents, she did train really hard to embody the role. She underwent training over 9 months in preparation for Captain Marvel. While she notes in interviews that her being super strong herself wasn't necessarily essential to the role, she felt it helped her get into character better and was important on a personal level. What is your story? Do you believe that failures and rejections make you stronger? Do let us know in comments. I hope this video inspired you enough. Now go and do what you should to make yourself proud. See you soon.